It was a sunny Saturday morning, and the park was buzzing with excitement. Bright balloons floated in the air, cotton candy spun on sticks, and right in the middle stood the biggest, brightest bouncy castle anyone had ever seen. Tina's eyes sparkled. Wow! Look at that castle, Fred. It's huge, she squealed, tugging her little brother's hand. Fred grinned from ear to ear. I'm going to bounce higher than the clouds. Their best friend Susan skipped beside them. Let's race inside, she cheered, her braids bouncing with every step. The three of them dashed toward the bouncy castle, their sneakers squeaking on the grass. Inside the bouncy castle, kids were laughing, tumbling, and bouncing like popcorn in a pan. Tina, Fred, and Susan climbed in and immediately started jumping. Boing! 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 Fred shouted, "Look at me! I'm a superhero flying through the sky." Tina giggled. "I'm a kangaroo." Susan twirled in the air. "And I'm a ballerina bouncing on clouds." The castle wobbled and swayed with their laughter. But soon, something happened. Fred, feeling extra silly, decided to show off. He bounced as hard as he could and bumped right into Tina, knocking her down. Hey! Tina frowned. That hurt. Instead of saying sorry, Fred laughed. It's just bouncing. Don't be such a grump. A few minutes later, Susan was waiting her turn to climb the big inflatable slide. But Fred pushed past her. Out of the way. I'm going first. Susan crossed her arms. Fred, that's not fair. Fred rolled his eyes. Who cares? I don't want to wait. The fun started to fade. Tina rubbed her elbow, Susan sighed, and other kids began giving Fred grumpy looks. The bouncy castle didn't feel so joyful anymore. Just then, a park helper in a bright yellow vest walked over. She knelt down and said kindly, "Hey, there, bouncers. Remember, the castle is fun for everyone. To keep it safe and happy, we need to show respect. That means taking turns, being gentle, and listening to each other." Fred looked down at his sneakers. His cheeks turned pink. He hadn't meant to ruin the fun. Tina gave him a small smile. Respect means saying sorry when you bump someone. Susan added, and it means waiting your turn instead of pushing. Fred scratched his head. I guess I wasn't being respectful. I'm sorry, Tina. I'm sorry, Susan. The moment Fred said the words, the bouncy castle seemed to spring back to life. Laughter bubbled again, and the air felt lighter. This time, when Susan lined up for the slide, Fred waited behind her patiently. When Tina fell after a big bounce, Fred offered his hand to help her up. Thanks, Fred, Tina said with a grin. Now this is fun, Susan laughed as she zipped down the slide. Together, the three friends bounced higher and higher, cheering each other on. Boing. Wee. Thud. The bouncy castle shook with giggles, but now it was filled with something even better than excitement, respect and friendship. Sparkle's moral of the story: respect means being kind, waiting your turn, and treating others the way you want to be treated. When you show respect, everyone has more fun, whether on the playground, in the classroom, or even in a bouncy castle. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!